the first thing I'm doing, as always, is priming the eye area. I'm using the Smashbox one today, and I love this primer because it can be worn on its own or underneath shadow. Because it's coloured, it covers any pigmentation on my lids and it gives me a nice base to start out on. I'm using the chocolate bar palette today. It's not new to the market by any means, but I only bought it a couple of months ago. So I'm starting out with the shade White Chocolate, and I'm using that to set the base in place. Doing this will just help the other eyeshadows adhere to the eye a little better. I'm marking out my guideline now, and this can be done with any shade. I'm just using the shade Salted Caramel as it was the shade that I was going to be using next anyway. So once I have that line mapped out, I'm applying some more of that shade, but this time into the crease, and I'm using circular motions to do so. This is our transitional shade, so it's going to appear like a halo over the other shadows that we will be applying later on. So you can take it up quite high towards the brow bone, but just be sure to blend well. I'm making my way from light to dark, and I'm taking the shade Semi Sweet next and applying it a little deeper in the crease. I'm using back and forth sweeping motions to dust the colour into the crease of the eye, and then I'm changing to circular motions to buff and blend the shadow out. Then I'm going in with the shade Triple Fudge on that same fluffy brush, and I'm applying that to the crease as well, but because it's a deeper shade, it's going a little deeper in the crease, and I'm not blending it up as high as the previous shade. It can be hard to elongate the shadows using a fluffy blending brush alone, so if you are struggling, use something like a pencil brush to pull the shadow in the direction that you want and fill in any patches you've missed. There isn't a black eyeshadow in the palette, and I wanted to add some further depth, so I'm using this one here from Kiko. I'm blending the shadow onto the outer third of the lid first, and then I'm taking it across into the crease. I want the black to be kind of defined in the crease, so I'm using a tapered blending brush to achieve the desired effect. I find the easiest way to apply the black in this instance is to run the shadow through the crease while looking down into a mirror. I've deliberately left the inner half of the lid bare until now, so next I'm packing this gold shade onto that area. I left it blank until after I'd applied the black because the gold is the shimmer shade and the black is a matte, and I didn't want the two textures to mix in the crease. Now I'm going in with my favourite eyeliner and creating a wing as usual. For a more in-depth look at how I do this, you can click the tab above. I really wanted the gold to pop, so I decided to add some more sparkle by applying a glitter liner over top. As I said in my glitter eyeliner video, these products are just a handy way of adding glitter, but without all the mess. To highlight under the brow bone, I'm taking Champagne Truffle, and this shadow is just so pigmented, it's amazing. But because of that though, I'm keeping it very close to the brow. I just want to add a subtle sheen to that area, and I don't want to overpower the look with sparkle and shimmer. The rest of this look is quite dramatic, so I thought I'd top it off with some full-on lashes. Once I have them stuck nicely in place, then I'm moving on to the lower lash line. I'm starting out by smoking that Salted Caramel shade all the way down along the lower lash line. Then I'm taking Triple Fudge on an angled brush and I'm applying that at the root of my lashes. Once I'm happy with the application, then I'm going back in with a pencil brush and I'm just going to smoke out the edges. Finally then, I'm adding some black liner to the waterline, and then that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and found it helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.